Today, we continue our quest into Modern with our Aura Hexproof deck. Let's see if we can get a win. What's going on, guys, and welcome to another Aura Hexproof video. We are going to be jumping into another Modern game here and hopefully having some fun with this one. If you watched yesterday's video, I do appreciate it. We're trying something new and jumping into Modern a little bit here. This is a terrible hand. We have to mulligan that. I think we have to mulligan again. This deck mulligans quite a bit. All right, we can definitely keep this. What do we throw back? I think it's definitely Gryff's Boon. It's probably Spirit Link, honestly. So like I said, we are jumping into some different stuff. I know part of that is the opportunity of recording it. I am going to be gone at the time of this, and so for me, it's a little bit easier actually to record this kind of stuff versus anything else. And so I thought I'd try it. But on top of that, it's also just a fun time to literally like see how we can do in Modern. This is a new experience for us. We haven't done this a lot. And so I thought I'd just try it. We have the Aura Hexproof deck here, guys. I am not doing a deck tech on it. If you want to see that deck tech, you can check out yesterday's video. But I did want to just kind of jump in, see how it goes, and hopefully we can get a win. We didn't do so well yesterday, so we will see. Blood Crypt is a little scary. It could very easily mean a number of things here, so we're really just going to be waiting to see. Could be Jund, could be Death Shadow, could be just, I don't know, anything really. Very intriguing. The only good news here, good news, bad news, removal is not great against our deck, and so if that's something that they do have a lot of, like fatal pushes, things like that, we don't have as much to worry about there. Not gonna say we have nothing to worry about, but we definitely have less to worry about. So I think what we'll do, we'll go ahead and Totem Armor this guy up. So the Totem Armor is really good. Again, I kind of talked about this in the deck tech, but the reality is when this comes down, it's sort of like a layer of protection. So if the creature would die, instead of the creature actually dying, we actually just get the creature back and the Totem Armor goes to the graveyard. So it's actually a really nice little trick of protection here. We were not super mana efficient that turn, but I'm valuing the Totem Armor above the mana efficiency. That might be incorrect. Again, as we learn Modern, this is certainly something that we have to consider. So let's see what the opponent's up to here. Looks like the skeleton. Okay. Daybreak Coronet should be really useful in this matchup because not only does it gain us some life, but it also will hopefully get us a little further into, or give us that blocker as well. So we do have to discard 2 cards here. I think we'll discard the Rancor and the Spirit Mantle and then keep that Daybreak Coronet. That is very good on the opponent's end against us. So let's go ahead and Daybreak Coronet here and just poke in for as much as we can. This does offset a good bit of the damage that we were taking. It's not amazing by any means, but it is something. What we do have to worry about here are things like Liliana. I don't know what this deck is going to run, but that's certainly a scary prospect because they can just make us sacrifice the Gladecover Scout, which is not ideal, as it turns out. But we do get to leave this up. This also has first strike, so like these guys, as they attack in, we can actually just free block, essentially. Okay. So the question becomes, do we like just run this out, or do we keep, or do we draw a card here with the Horizon Canopy? The Horizon Canopy is a bit of a double-edged sword because it's our only green source here. I'm gonna attack in and see what we do first here. Cool. And then I think I'm just going to leave up that draw. It's a little sketchy, I know. And truthfully, it might have been more worth it to put them on that 2-turn clock. In fact, it probably definitely is, but we'll see. Lightning Skeleton, huh? So that is going to value some of our more like lifelinky cards, because obviously they're just trying to kill us very quickly here. And so the life gain is very, very helpful. Okay. So at the end of their turn, I am going to pop this Horizon Canopy just to draw a little bit further into the deck here. May not be great, I have no idea, but Rancor is great. That's really great. The trample in itself is quite relevant. So let's do this. We will shock ourselves because we do need the land there. And I think this, yeah, there we go. We got it, guys. That's awesome. Let's jump into sideboard here. What do we want? Did the lightning skeleton target? I did not look at that. That was a bit of a mistake. Path to Exile seems okay. Again, it's tough to over sideboard in this matchup. I do feel like these are fairly relevant cards, though. Again, I find myself sideboarding out the Gryff boons like quite a bit. But I do feel like the ley lines are going to be fairly helpful here. Whoa, not Rancor, Spider Umbra. Do we want any Path to Exiles? I'm going to wait on that. Let's go ahead and submit this back. Let's see if this actually works. Again, guys, we have no idea. We're just going to try. I love playing Modern. As much as I am not great at Modern, I feel like this is just a really fun time. And so I do appreciate everybody being with me here for this. This is cool. We'll see what the opponent wants to do here. Okay. How do we feel about this hand? Actually, okay. I will keep this. We do have a ley line right off the bat, which if they happen to have like a Thoughtseize sideboard plan or anything like that, this just shuts that down. This also has both of our colors of mana in the Temple Garden play, as well as a Bogle and Ethereal Armors here. So we do need some land to play things like the Daybreak Coronet and the All That Glitters, but we at least have a start. And the Hexproof obviously is just very good. So, all right, let's see. So we do need to shock ourselves here again, kind of sadly, but it's just the reality of it. Let's go ahead and play that Bogle out. And the Umbra is actually not bad because, again, that totem armor sets us up quite nicely. Just in case, I don't know what they could have, but it does give us some options. Maybe a Damnation would be great against us. So, cool. Land? No. One thing to think about is they could very well have Lily. So I think what I'm going to do is play out the Gladecover Scout. And I think we attack in. I don't know what instant speed creature they could have that would like really get us here. So I think this is better. And again, this sets us up for protection from Lily. That's one of the best turn 3 plays any black deck can have. And I'm not particularly interested in just straight losing to Lily. And so we're going to do that. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That is a huge problem for us. Blood Moon is pretty amazing. And we can't play anything in our hand. So we just attack. And we're on the ping plan, people. Yeah, cool. I'm kind of glad we got the creatures down, to be honest. Although an Ethereal Armor would not go amiss right now. And what do we need now? Just a basic land. We have 2 basics in our deck, by the way. Menace, huh? Yeah. All right. Unfortunately, this Blood Moon is probably just going to get us here. Should have probably sided in some seals. Didn't really think about Blood Moon in this matchup, and that was definitely a mistake. And yeah, we're probably just going to get wrecked for it. Yeah. Target opponent reveals their hand. So this did shut down the Gryff, which is quite nice. The Leyline is very, very good. No doubt a great card to side in against this, but definitely needed like a seal. Windswept Heath would have been lovely earlier on. We don't need it now. All right. Well, we're at a bit of a standstill. Guys, how are we doing? Sadly, we just don't have, I mean, until we get a basic, we have no plays. And these Daybreak Coronets, completely useless. We will never get to play them. We've only got Wow. Yeah, dude. So at what point do we give up here? I think we'll wait and see what our next drop is, or our next draw is, but that's basically game. We've got nothing we can do at this point. Yeah, all right. I'm going to go ahead and concede, guys. Let's jump into sideboard. That was a bit aggressive on my end. It's like going ahead and conceding, but I think that was fine. All right, so definitely want the seals. Do we want all of the seals to shut down basically everything that they could do? Potentially, yeah. Probably take out the Spirit Mantles. Maybe it's the all that glitters. I don't want to trim the auras too much here, but like, well, let's be honest. Daybreak Coronets are a lot harder to cast. As much as they're like the card to have, they're very difficult to cast. So I feel like it's more important not to go that route. Basically, we just need like a forest or a plains right away. All right, game 3, guys. Let's see what we can do. I would love to play first. That'd be great. Oh, this is so tempting. I think we keep it. This is a tough one, honestly, because we have none of our sideboard cards, and that's bad. But on the other hand, we got a Bogle, a Kor Spiritdancer, and a handful of just really good auras here. I don't know. We'll see. Blood Moon is definitely scary. Not feeling super confident, I'll be honest, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and Slippery Bogle, and that's it. Cool. Let's see what the opponent wants to do here. Blood Crypt, Thoughtseize? I'm gonna assume Thoughtseize. Wow, Engineered Explosives. Okay. So they only played it for 1, but that is probably one of the best cards against us. With that in mind, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and Kor Spiritdancer. Probably should have done that first, but that's fine. Shouldn't have done that first, excuse me, but that's okay. Gonna ping him. All right, here's to hoping. Crucially, the Kor Spiritdancer does draw us quite a bit, so that's 100% the hope here, is that we can draw off of this. They're gonna draw 2 and lose 2. That's a pretty scary prospect in a weird way, because we do get to just like power out some stuff this upcoming turn, but that's fine. I will go ahead and do this so that we can draw a card. A land wouldn't be bad. Another Kor Spiritdancer isn't great. But I am just going to go ahead and keep the damage on the Kor Spiritdancer here. They're, I'm sure, going to pop the Engineered Explosives at some point, which is kind of okay. It's not great, but it's fine. We'll attack with all. I mean, that's 8 damage. It's a 2-turn clock, so we're kind of forcing them into popping the Engineered Explosives here, which does only have 1 counter on it. It does get rid of 3 cards on the field, which is very good, but I don't think they can afford to just Blood Moon. They just lose if they do, so Engineered Explosives seems like the only play they have. Yep. So that's going to get rid of all that, but not the Kor Spiritdancer, crucially. And yes, I would love to throw that back into my hand. So we might be able to just win this turn if they don't have like a Fatal Push. Please don't have a Fatal Push. We do have a backup Kor Spiritdancer, which is helpful. Okay, they evoke Gryff. So they're going to get a card out of hand here, but I think we can still win it. I hope. Okay. So we reveal our hand. They get to discard the Rancor, which is very good. And we won. Guys, we did it. Let's talk about this. All right, guys, so we finally got a win. I say finally, we only started this yesterday, but we did get a win, and that was awesome. That's exactly how we try and draw it up. I think I definitely could have sideboarded a little bit better, no doubt about that, but we still did okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Thank you guys so much. That was really fun. I really do enjoy seeing like different modern decks and things like that, and so it's kind of fun to see how the decks align, how things match up and all that. So this was a new experience, guys. It will continue to happen, so I do appreciate everybody hanging out with me and trying something new. I know it's a little bit different, but I do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I love you all very much. I hope you have a fantastic day. I will be back from my vacation tomorrow. I'm still going to try and pre-record through the weekend and all that stuff. We do have a collection update video coming Saturday already scheduled. So I'll try and keep all that stuff in line. I'm doing the best I can to keep everything going because I don't want to miss a day. We've done so well at not missing a day since January, and so I want to keep that up. But guys, thank you so much. I love you all. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you again very soon.